BookTube.
Hello.
We're back for video number 2.
Yep.
So I said at the beginning of this month that I was going to start every week doing a video called "Did It Scare Me?" Because I'm reading a lot of horror right now, and in the last video we put up, I mentioned everything I read this week, and we'll go through them again, and I'll let you know if anything scared me, and he's going to do it too.
Yeah. I don't get scared by stuff very much, but I do get creeped out sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know, and that did happen a couple times this week.
Yeah, I think that's probably actually the more pertinent response.
Was it creepy? Was it creepy?
Was it creepy?
Yeah.
And if it actually does scare me, I'll like have a party or something.
That's that's a plus.
Yeah, no kidding. So this week I read, and I'm just going to go down the list real quick. The Willows and The Kit Bag, both by Algernon Blackwood. I read The Thing in the Woods and The Atlanta Incursion, both by Matthew W. Quinn. I read Shulk and the Painter by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. I read Best New Horror and 20th Century Ghosts by Joe Hill. And I read Malevolent Nevers by Tom Reimer. Do you want to read yours out? Or do you want me to read yours out?
I'll do it.
Do it.
I read The Thing in the Woods by Matthew W. Quinn and The Atlanta Incursion by the same author. Well, and I am reading The Atlanta Incursion by the same author. Shulk and the Painter by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Oh Whistle and I'll Come to You, My Lad by M.R. James. My Dear Emily by Joanna Russ. And Bloodletting by J.R. Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now the thing about...
Oh, and one more. I read Night of the Ghoul, the graphic novel series.
Oh, okay.
The comic book series from Scott Snyder, which was very, very much a horror series.
Scott Snyder's awesome.
Yeah.
The thing about horror books is they're not always overtly scary or creepy. They're a lot of fun to read. They're titillating, they're tantalizing, they're entertaining. But it's kind of rare to come across a good horror book that creeps you out.
Yeah.
There's been one horror book that maybe a couple that I can remember that really, truly made me put the book down. And that was The Shining by Stephen King, because I have a thing about animated, inanimate objects. And the topiary scared the bejesus out of me. But there were three books I read this week that actually were that I found really, really creepy. Mm-hmm. 3 stories, novellas, shorts, whatever. And The Willows and the Kit Bag by Algernon Blackwood. They were both good and creepy.
Good atmosphere.
Great atmosphere. And the settings of the 2 different stories could not have been more different.
Cool.
The Willows was out in the wilderness, surrounded by open space, and just these, they call them willows, but they're short, bushy plants. They're kind of willows, but it's very strange. They're sort of on a safari sort of thing, the main characters. And the Kit Bag takes place almost entirely in the main character's room. One is really vulnerable feeling because it's all wide open space, and the other is really claustrophobic, and they're both extraordinarily creepy. But the Kit Bag, that was I'm glad I didn't read it at night. I probably wouldn't have been able to finish it in the dark.
Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night, so
it was creepy. You'd love it.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I am going to read it, so.
And the other one that really, this one actually creeped me out. I actually had to close the book for a few minutes and leave, and it was just sort of an aside scene with a scarecrow, again, an animated sort of inanimate object that just creeped me out, and that was in Malevolent Nevers by Tom Reimer. Really good book, loads of fun, so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. It's a great little horror book. But yeah, I actually had a couple that creeped me out this week.
Good.
I'm excited by that.
Yeah, the Thing in the Woods and the Atlanta Incursion, they're not meant to. I mean, there were a couple of creepy spots in there though. The first scene where they're out riding on on the dirt bikes or the four wheelers, I think it was. That scene's creepy. You know, they're out there. Well, I'm not gonna spoil the scene, but they're out there. Something happens that's really creepy. Those are creepy scenes. Shulk and the Painter was kind of creepy. They're near the end. It got pretty creepy. Scary, no, but like I don't get scared by books or movies, or I rarely get scared by anything like that, by any media at all. Oh, Whistle and I'll Come to You, My Lad. Again, the ending, creepy as hell. Not scary, but creepy. My Dear Emily by Joanna Russ, not at all creepy or scary, just kind of a good story.
Entertaining.
Good storytelling. Bloodletting by J.R. Curtis definitely has some creepy stuff in it. Yeah, you haven't read that yet.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's got some gore and stuff like that in it too.
Okay.
Which we don't mind. I mean, we watch Lucio Fulci movies and Dario Argento movies and stuff like that.
I watch a lot of those movies through my fingers, but I do watch them.
Yeah, she does.
I'm kind of a weenie about gore.
Yeah, but so far that's kind of what we thought. What was the creepiest thing you read?
Creepiest thing I read was The Kid Bag.
It was?
By Algernon Blackwood. Again, claustrophobic. It was very enclosed. Very, very close feeling. Terribly sorry. But yeah, it was...
Go ahead, talk.
I have a habit of using old verbiage sometimes, but I find it fun, honestly. And he does not like the word close for sort of stuffy feeling. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, it had a very closed in feeling. The Kid Bag.
It's not that I don't like the word close; it's how you use it. It's like calling pneumonia consumption or.
No, it's not.
Tuberculosis
it's
consumption.
Like,
yeah, it is.
It's like the air is right here in your face. The heat and it's close. It's
yes, I know, but it's the same thing. Nobody says that anymore.
Well, but it's not incorrect. Consumption is just weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, The Kid Bag. It was creepy. That if you're looking for a good little scare, that's a great thing to read in the dark at night.
Cool.
Yeah, it had a kind of a surprise ending, which I thought was pretty impressive considering it only takes like 35 minutes to read.
Yeah.
Love it.
Creepiest thing I read was the ending of Oh Whistle and I'll Come to You, My Lad. It's not a long story. It is, let's just say it's linen that kind of comes to life. And that's pretty creepy.
Linen, like the cloth linen. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. And it is a great scene. So you ought to listen to that one.
I should.
I
think I will.
But the same guy that did the Algernon Blackwood stories, isn't that who you listened to?
Yeah.
Okay. Did this one as well, and it's great.
Yeah.
Great. So I say, if you haven't read any M.R. James, this is a decent place to start. Oh Whistle and I'll Come to You, My Lad.
Yeah, M.R. James and Algernon Blackwood, they are great places to start a good horror.
Are they contemporaries, or was Blackwood earlier?
I don't know.
I think they were contemporaries, but I'm not 100% sure. If anybody knows, let us know. I'm sure somebody will know. Steve will know. Let's see. Shawn would know.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Figured he might.
Yeah. Yeah. I think those two would definitely
I'll find
know.
out.
Yep.
But yeah, it was scare-wise, it was a successful week. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Some of the things we read. And if you've read The Willows or The Kid Bag, let me know. Tell me what you think. Because I am so excited. I'm going to tackle all of his other stuff.
Yeah.
Totally going to. But that's it.
Yep.
So yes, it did. To answer the question. But we'll see you next time. Have a good week.